It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we are back to talk about the OG of the OC. Well, at least that's what she used to be. I mean, technically, she's still kind of the OG, but Vicki Gunvalson has been on kind of a wild ride. So Vicki Gunvalson was the one who kind of started the Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, we know she didn't technically start it, but she was instrumental in the beginning of the show up into at least 14 seasons, right? After the 14th season, she was finally let go, especially after the rampage that she went on at the reunion. It was insane. When she's slamming doors, yelling at Andy for not having her on the couch right away, just really going off on a tangent, Bravo was like, sorry, we no longer want the OG of the OC. Now, we didn't know if it was necessarily because of the drama that she gave at the reunion, because that could have just been great for ratings, or if it was because they were paying her way too much and Bravo was making budget cuts. We couldn't figure out exactly why she got fired, or maybe she even got phased out because after a while, her storyline wasn't even interesting anymore. Mind you, again, she was a full-time housewife for 13 seasons. The 14th season after she left, well, when she left, she was only a friend role. She was a reduced role, so she wasn't exactly a housewife, so to speak, on that season. And we know she wasn't on the 15th season, so we just thought she was gone from Bravo forever. However, rumors have been circulating, and they're saying we might actually get Vicki Gunvalson back on season 16. They're saying that it would probably be a reduced role, but maybe she'll come back with Tamra, who would most likely be offered a full-time housewife position, come back with Tamra, film, and kind of give the show that dynamic that we missed and needed this past season, season 15. Now, if you guys remember correctly, season 15 was one of the lowest rated seasons ever, which, ouch, that's pretty harsh, right? But no, it was one of the lowest rated seasons ever, and we couldn't figure out what really was interesting about it. It wasn't Bronwyn's alcoholism. There was really nothing going on with Kelly Dodd. Shannon Bedore was just being a lot, the most, I think, beyond. That's the best word to put it. I'm not going to diss her or anything. Gina K, okay. No, nothing. Emily Simpson, Elizabeth Lynn Vargas couldn't really talk about anything. We were missing that X factor, that it factor, and you can't really quite put your finger on what that was. So now what the rumors are saying is that maybe it was the anchor of the show. Missing one of the anchors of the show, whether it's Tamra, whether it's Vicki, we need somebody back who we're familiar with, who really knows what it takes to be on the Housewives show and get things moving. That way we can get the ratings back up and at least pretend like we're interested, right? Well, as of recently, it wasn't completely hopeless for Vicki Gunvalson. She was invited to be a part of another Bravo series. So she was kicked off the Housewives, fired, but then offered to join a Housewives spinoff. I'm not quite sure if you guys know about this yet, but there is a Housewives spinoff coming our way, and it's going to be where they take anywhere from 8 to 10 women, 8 to 10 housewives that we've grown to love. Luann de Lesseps has already confirmed that she signed up to be one of them from the Real Housewives of New York, and they're going to put them in this vacation home in Turks and Caicos. This could go either really good or really bad. But what I do know is I'm already more excited to watch it than any other show. Vicki Gunvalson was actually signed on to join the new series, and somewhere along the line, it seems like someone dropped the ball. I just want to touch on this really quick. So according to Vicki, she actually signed a contract pre-pandemic. Right before the pandemic, she signed a contract to be a part of the show. The show is going to be airing not on Bravo, but on the Peacock app, and Vicki was excited about it. It seemed like maybe things were turning around for her. She would be a part of something else. Wow, she's not gone forever. Imagine how she's feeling in her mind. She's like, yes, this is my second chance. And now that production's ramping up and Luann's been confirmed and they're announcing that it's Turks and Caicos, and we know that they're going to be filming next month in April, nothing. Zip, zilch, she's been cut off. And she says it's bullshit. Bullshit. Screw it. She said it's bullshit. Now, how did this all come about? Well, one of the fans of Tamra, when Tamra Judge posted on her Instagram, asked me a question. One of her fans said, repost this if you think that it's bullshit, that Vicki Gunvalson is no longer going to be featured on the new spinoff. And she posted it. Then, of course, Vicki Gunvalson went and reposted it, saying that the contract was signed in February by both parties, and now nothing, nada, crickets. So yeah, she agreed. It's bullshit. Now with that moving forward, another source pointed out that Vicki Gunvalson should be counting her lucky stars. She should be extremely grateful that her contract is null and void. Otherwise, she'd be in breach of contract for even talking about this, for talking about Bravo, talking about all of it. Ouch. Now knowing what we know and knowing that she was dropped from not one franchise, but another franchise, especially after both parties signed the contracts, my biggest question is, will we ever see Vicki Gunvalson again? I don't think so. I don't think so, at least not on Bravo. Maybe she will come back as a friend role, but I feel like the way that she speaks out about Bravo, she's so vocal. She's now dissing them for not including her on the new series. I think that she's starting to stick her foot in her mouth a little bit with the network. The network is still a business. So if Vicki goes out here and she's calling them out about stuff and trying to make them look bad, yeah, that could be a problem, especially because it's not like the network went on a smear campaign. They didn't go off and say, we fired Vicki Gunvalson. She was no longer good for the show. We wanted her out. That's not what they said. And they also never mentioned that she was going to be a part of the new spinoff. She's the one who's talking about it. So you're the one who's putting it out there. And with that, you're the one who's asking for this feedback. The network never really put her on blast. Again, I'm curious what you guys think, if she'll ever be back on Bravo in any capacity. But before you guys go ahead and comment on that, I want to kind of give you a little bit of the premise of the new show that's going to be shooting again in April in Turks and Caicos. That sounds so exciting. It sounds, I would love to go to Turks and Caicos. Okay, guys, so the premise of the show is that two housewives from each franchise will vacation together in a tropical location. Again, there's going to be 8 to 10 women, and we know Luann's on the show, which means there's one other woman from New York. I can't wait to find out who that is. But a few other women who are in talks to come on and join the tropical vacation would be Kyle Richards, Lisa Rinna, Sonia Morgan, Ramona Singer, Cynthia Bailey, Kenya Moore, Melissa Gorga, and Teresa Giudice. This could get messy. Honestly, again, I think I'm more excited for this than I'm even excited to watch the Girardi drama play out on the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, only because these are so many different personalities. And if you're bringing Lisa Rinna in, you know the drama is going to get going. And Teresa Giudice is not going to let anybody talk to her out of left field. And if Ramona Singer comes, she's definitely going to insult or make somebody feel like shit about themselves. It's just inevitable. Vicki Gunvalson would have been a great addition too, because she likes to scream in people's faces and get erratic and tell them no. So maybe she would have been good too, but point is, she's no longer going to be a part of it. Again, guys, I love when you comment on the videos. I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to know what you think about, one, the new spinoff, what you think about the potential cast members, and also what you think about Vicki being so vocal about not being on the spinoff. After both parties, again, she said in February, pre-pandemic, both parties signed the contract. So if that's in fact true, she was really anticipating, one, the paycheck, and two, to kind of have her moment back after all of the fans saw her being let go from the franchise that she feels like she was instrumental in creating. That has to be a blow to the ego, especially when you're running around a reunion screaming at producers, cameramen, slamming doors, and yelling at Andy Cohen himself. This is going to be interesting. And I also want to know if you guys think that Vicki will be back in a friend role capacity. Will she be joining Tamra Judge on the new season 16 of The Real Housewives of Orange County? Now, right now, we know that they're not in any rush. They want to take their time with casting, especially after last season. I already said this. I've said it a million times, but it being the lowest rated season ever. Right now, Bravo's taking their time with casting. They're reaching out to different people. They're trying to do a real reboot, is what Andy Cohen called it. And what that means, we'll just have to wait and see. I have a feeling we're going to be losing a few names, and I think there's at least 3 that I can think of off the top of my head. But again, I always like to hear your thoughts. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss anything we have coming up. With that being said, see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.